Welcome back to our GMNC show. With me in studio this morning to inspire us for the weekend is our stunning Claudia Greenwood. Claudia, good morning.
Morning, Karen.
How are you?
Awesome, and you?
Good. Like I always say, it's always amazing having you next to me on the couch. Claudia, what is our weekend's inspiration?
All right, so today we're going to be talking about how we confuse our brain.
Oh, wow.
And let's not confuse our mind.
Well, I like that already. Let's go.
So we know that our mind and our subconscious is actually one of the most powerful tools that we've actually got to our disposal. And we often don't actually understand how powerful it actually is. Our mind is so powerful, Taryn, that it steers us in a direction that where we put our attention. So wherever our attention goes is what we actually get in life, and that's what we eventually, what plays out in our life. Because that's, if we give something attention, it's like fueling it, all right? We make it stronger.
Yeah.
And we can't avoid going there or a particular thought if we're thinking about it.
Yeah.
So if, for example, I say, you know, we've got these beautiful bats in front of us, okay? And different colors and a ball and so on. And if I say to you, Taryn, don't give me the yellow bat.
Okay.
All right. What are you about to do? Well, what went through your mind?
I must automatically give you one of those two.
But I actually didn't want anything.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
So you've already changed.
All right. So your attention's gone on something that I don't want. All right. And that's where the mind gets confused, because automatically your mind is actually trying to work this out.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, it's paying attention to what I don't want. So for instance, I say to you, Taryn, don't think of a big red elephant.
Immediately you're going to think of a big red elephant.
But why? When I said don't?
Because you planted that seed.
The seed is planted. Okay, so how do we talk to ourselves? All right, where our attention goes is
That's
what
where-
we are going to be focusing on. So if we want to do, for example, in practical everyday life, we want to like cut out that absolute delicious strawberry milkshake that we always like.
Yeah.
We go to a restaurant and what do we see?
Immediately your eye falls onto that strawberry
Strawberry
delicious.
milkshake, but we're saying to ourselves, I'm not going to have it.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
Don't go there. But that's all I'm thinking about. Instead of the healthy juice or something healthier. So where we confuse our brain is that our mind doesn't understand that when we speak in reverse, all right, or in the negative, it can't actually go to the positive very easily. So whatever we want to do, we're negating that. We're not actually putting our attention on that. And what then happens is we continuously have a struggle in doing what we don't want. Now, this works with communication. So we talk to children, we talk to colleagues, we talk to customers, clients, whoever we communicate with. And if we put our attention on what we don't want, they also don't know what they do want or what you want. So you're not going to necessarily get the right response from them. Now, what happens, for example, with children? Have you ever heard of people saying we must use reverse psychology with children?
Always reverse psychology.
Okay, because whatever we want them to do, they do the opposite.
The opposite. Yeah.
So if we say to them, don't be messy,
They're gonna
it's
go.
like, why is there a big mess? Well, but they don't know what they must do. So don't touch. Okay, then they're very curious because
Immediately want to.
their mind is on, the touch part. And that's what the brain continuously processes. So when we want to change our life and achieve goals and do and get more out of life, is we should really be focusing on what we do want. So steer our mind in the place of what we want, not what we don't want. For example, Taryn, if I say to you, don't be late. Meet me at 2, don't be late. All right, where's your mind? Late, okay.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily I must be on time at 2 o'clock. So those are the kinds of things that happen in our mind, and we need to make sure that we're constantly self-aware of our mental chatter and how we talk.
What a lovely piece of inspiration, and we are all guilty of that. It's so easy for us to fall into that, isn't it? You have to kind of obliviously go and make a point of not trying to almost play your own reverse psychology on yourself.
Well, the thing is, what we need to do is actually be aware of how we talk. So interesting when people actually do this, and this is what I encourage people to do. We're going into the weekend and we're going to be busy with all sorts of things. Just become aware of how many times you're saying don't or do not. All right? Yeah. Don't forget. I don't want that.
Yeah.
So why don't you think about what I do want?
Yeah.
And instead of saying don't forget, how about saying remember to?
Just those tiny little word changes, isn't it?
But they are massive in terms of how your brain processes things and what you're paying attention to. So I really encourage people to do that little exercise. People say to me that it's like phenomenal. At first it's, no, I don't talk like that. But when you actually get onto it and like actually pay attention to it. We don't pay attention to how we think and how we talk. And then we wonder why we're not getting the result we want in life.
What a lovely piece of inspiration. Claudia, thank you so much. Guys, viewers out there, change your thought processes. Try it this weekend. Try it for a month or so. And get in contact with Claudia and tell us what's happened. How have you experienced life and what's changed? And if all you need anyone to support, if you want anyone to guide and advise, contact Claudia. She's only a phone call away. Thank you, Claudia.
Thanks, Taryn.
We're going to go into an ad break. And after the ad break, we've got Matt Williams with our sports report.